There was once a small village named Ravenshore, hidden deep inside a thick forest. Only a few families lived there. Most of the people were farmers, woodcutters, or fishermen. The village was peaceful during the day, but after dark, no one left their homes. The village had a secret. A few miles away, in the heart of the forest, there was a lake. The villagers called it the Black Lake. Its water was cold and dark, always still. Even on windy days, the surface never moved. No fish lived in it. No birds flew over it. The animals in the forest avoided it. No one swam in the lake. No one even touched its water. Many years ago, a young girl named Elena had drowned in that lake. Some said she was playing near the edge and slipped. Others said she was pulled in by something. Her body was never found. After that day, strange things began to happen. People heard voices near the lake. Some saw shapes moving under the water. A few who went too close never returned. The villagers believed Elena's spirit was trapped under the lake, and something evil had awoken beneath the surface. Years passed. The village grew smaller as people moved away. But the stories of the Black Lake remained. One day, a young man named Tom Blake arrived in Ravenshore. He was a travel photographer. He had heard about the village and its dark legend. He loved ghost stories and wanted to see the lake for himself. When he reached the local inn, the old innkeeper warned him, "Stay away from that lake, son. It's cursed." Tom smiled politely. "I don't believe in curses. I only want to take some pictures." The innkeeper leaned closer. Many said the same before they vanished. Black Lake doesn't forgive. Tom still didn't listen. He was brave, curious, and maybe a little foolish. That night, he packed his camera, flashlight, and a notebook. He left just before sunset. The walk to the lake was long and quiet. The trees stood tall and close together, blocking most of the sunlight. Birds had stopped singing. Even the air felt colder as he got closer. After an hour, he reached a clearing. There it was, Black Lake. The lake was as dark as ink. It looked like a giant mirror, smooth and silent. No insects buzzed. No frogs croaked. It was like the lake had swallowed all sound. Tom took a deep breath and began taking photos. He moved around the edge of the lake, capturing different angles. As the sun sank lower, the shadows grew longer. He sat down on a large stone, opened his notebook, and wrote. Lake is quiet. Still. Peaceful, but strange. It feels like something is watching. Suddenly, a cold breeze touched the back of his neck. He turned quickly. No one was there. Then he heard it. A whisper. "Help me." He froze. It sounded like a girl's voice. He looked around. Nothing. The forest was empty. He stood up, heart beating fast. Maybe it was the wind. Maybe his mind was playing tricks. But then, he heard it again. "Come down with me." Tom took a step back. That's when he saw it. A pale hand slowly rose from the water. Then another. And then, a face. A girl, maybe 16 or 17, floated just above the surface. Her eyes were white and empty. Her skin was gray. Her long black hair flowed around her like seaweed. She wore a white dress that looked wet and torn. "Elena," Tom whispered. The ghost opened her mouth. Water poured out. She floated toward him. Tom turned to run, but the ground was wet. He slipped and fell. Before he could get up, he felt a hand grab his ankle. It was ice cold. It pulled him back toward the lake. "No," he screamed. He kicked and crawled, struggling to break free. Just before he reached the trees, the hand let go. He didn't look back. He ran all the way to the village. Back at the inn, he locked his door and sat on the floor, shaking. shoes were soaked. His camera bag was wet. His hands were cold and pale. He told the innkeeper what happened. "You saw her," the old man said quietly. "Now she knows you." "What do you mean?" "She doesn't let go. You escaped tonight, but she'll call you back. She always does." Tom couldn't sleep that night. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw her face. The next day, he tried to leave Ravenshore. He packed his things and walked to the main road. But every path seemed wrong. The signs didn't make sense. After hours of walking, he found himself back at the lake. "How is this possible?" he whispered. He turned around, but the path behind him was gone. The trees looked different. The forest had changed. The lake whispered again. "Come, stay with me." Tom tried to scream, but no sound came out. He turned and ran through the trees. Branches scratched his face. He tripped, fell, and got up again. Finally, he saw the village lights. He ran into the inn, breathing hard. "You can't leave, can you?" the innkeeper asked sadly. "I don't understand." "Why me?" "She chooses. And once she chooses, the forest traps her." Tom didn't sleep for days. The lake appeared in his dreams. Every night, he heard her voice calling. One evening, he looked at the photos he had taken. His hands shook. In every photo of the lake, Elena was there, standing behind trees, floating in the water, or staring directly at the camera. But he hadn't seen her when he took those pictures. He threw the camera across the room. He had to find answers. Tom spoke to the oldest woman in the village, Grandma Elsie. She was nearly 90 and had lived in Ravenshore all her life. "Elena was my sister's child," she said. "Sweet girl. She went missing one summer. We never found her. But after that, things changed. Do you believe she's still there?" Tom asked. Grandma Elsie looked into his eyes. "She's not the same. Something evil took her spirit. The lake feeds on sorrow. On pain. It used her. It still does. Can I help her?" "No one can. But maybe you can trap her. End the curse." "How?" Grandma Elsie handed him an old, leather-bound book. It had strange symbols and faded pages. "Take this. Go at midnight. Speak the words near the lake. But be careful. If you fall in, you won't come back." That night, Tom walked to the lake one last time. The moon was full. The forest was silent. He stood near the water and opened the book. He lit a small candle and read the strange words out loud. At first, nothing happened. Then, the water began to shake. Waves formed. The air grew colder. Mist rose from the lake. Elena appeared again. But this time, she was angry. "You want to trap me?" she hissed. "You will drown." The water rose. A wave hit Tom and knocked him down. The candle went out. Hands reached out of the lake and grabbed his legs. His body was pulled toward the water. "No!" he shouted. He grabbed the book and held it close. He shouted the final words with all his strength. A blinding light burst from the pages. Elena screamed. The hands let go. The water pulled back. The mist vanished. And the lake became still again. Tom woke up at sunrise, lying on the shore. The book was gone. So was Elena. He returned to the village. People looked at him with wide eyes. "The lake is quiet," someone said. "Birds are singing again," said another. The curse had ended. Tom stayed in Ravenshore for one more night. Then he left, never to return. But sometimes, when he dreams, he still hears her voice. Soft and cold. "Come, stay with me."